From Hiccup's design board hiding secrets from Back to the Future, to the shocking theory that Valka may have met an ancient Night Fury, today we're breaking down 10 hidden things you didn't notice in How to Train Your Dragon. But first, if you love Toothless, drop a fire emoji. And if you're a fan of dragons, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Number 1. 3 genius details, hidden in plain sight detail. Number 1. The flux capacitor. Look at Hiccup's design board in the first film. There's actually an item that resembles the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. It's such a quick blink and you'll miss it moment, but it's there. A full callback to another sci-fi masterpiece. Detail number 2. Gobber's hidden toolkit. Gobber can actually swap out his hand attachments at will, and throughout the entire film, he uses 14 different ones. That's not random. Every tool tells you something about his character. He's always prepared, always ready for whatever comes next. Detail number 3. Toothless learning to smile. The scene where Toothless first learns to smile, that was inspired by one of the animator's own sons when he first smiled. So when Toothless looks at you with that genuinely happy expression, there's real human emotion behind it. That's why it hits so hard. Number 2. The hidden Madagascar Easter egg. Did you catch this one? In one of the dragon flight sequences, if you look closely, one of the dragons is actually carrying a hippo, and it's not random. The director literally commented that it was supposed to be the hippo from Madagascar. 2 dream studios, 1 hidden crossover. It's the kind of detail only die-hard animation fans would ever spot. Number 3. Stoic's death was originally supposed to be someone else. Wait, Stoic's death in How to Train Your Dragon 2 is one of the most devastating moments in the entire franchise. He steps in front of Hiccup and takes the fatal blow meant for his son right when his family is finally reunited after 20 years. But here's what almost happened instead. The crew originally planned for Gobber to die in that scene. Guillermo del Toro, the filmmaker, believed that Stoic's death would have infinitely more emotional weight, and he was absolutely right. Because when a father dies protecting his son, it's not just a loss. It forces Hiccup to grow up instantly. He goes from being the kid to being the chief. And Toothless, he faces his own guilt crisis. Their bond gets tested harder than ever. So that small creative choice, changing one death, ended up reshaping the entire emotional core of the trilogy. Number 4. The Toothless skin paradox. Nobody talks about. Here's the problem nobody brings up. Night Fury's skin is supposed to be tough enough to withstand lava. Toothless literally wraps himself around Hiccup, slams into a mountain at full speed, and the mountain gets destroyed. But Toothless walks away without a scratch. He's been hit by boulders, crashed through forests, survived explosions. But then Grimmel shoots one tiny tranquilizer dart in How to Train Your Dragon 3, and it pierces right through. How does that make sense? The answer is actually genius. Grimmel's darts are made from ultra-hard metal and fired from a compound crossbow at insane speed. But more importantly, both times Grimmel hit Toothless, he aimed for the neck. The neck. That's the same weak point where Valka's Bewilderbeast was killed in the second film. As a Night Fury killer, Grimmel knows exactly what he's doing. He's not getting lucky. He's targeting Toothless's one vulnerability. So the armor isn't weak. Grimmel is just smarter than everyone else. Number 5. Toothless and the Light Fury aren't just compatible, they're perfect. Did you see the chemistry between Toothless and the Light Fury? It's not just cute, it's actually strategically perfect. Both are strike-class dragons, the most elite tier. The Light Fury is the only dragon fast enough to keep up with Toothless's speed and agility, but it goes deeper than that. Toothless is gentle, deeply loyal to Hiccup, completely trusting. The Light Fury is cautious, wary of humans, a healthy dragon instinct. She awakens Toothless's protective side. He teaches her trust. They even express emotions the same way. When they're alert, their pupils narrow vertically, but when they're happy, their pupils widen into these perfect rounded shapes. And they both smile, which almost no other dragons do. Toothless smiles after Hiccup eats the fish he offers. He smiles again after catching Astrid. The Light Fury smiles when she sees Hiccup jump into the ocean so she can save Toothless first. Every single smile is a moment of trust, and that's what makes them soulmates. Number 6. Toothless is basically an artist. This is wild. Toothless isn't just a dragon, he's a full artist. He learned an entire courtship dance by watching shadows and copying the movements. He can imitate Hiccup's voice so perfectly, it sounds sarcastic. He flies through clouds with Hiccup in perfect aerial harmony, using his plasma blasts as fireworks. But here's the crazy part. When he goes solo with the Light Fury, Toothless actually helps make his own tail fin. While Hiccup grinds the pigments, Toothless thickens the paint with his saliva. Then he breathes fire to dry it instantly. After it's done, he carefully admires himself. And then he traces a heart in the sky with the Light Fury. This isn't just a pet, this is an artist. This is a being capable of creating beauty. Number 7. Hiccup's armor strategy is pure genius. So here's something most people miss. Dragons naturally shed their scales over time, and Hiccup figured out how to use that. In How to Train Your Dragon, the Hidden World, every single rider's armor matches matches their dragon perfectly. And it's not just for show. Hiccup spent years collecting naturally shed scales and studied each dragon's properties. His armor is jet black like Toothless. Snotnotes burns fiery red like his monstrous nightmare. But the smartest detail, dragons are naturally resistant to their own fire, so armor made from their scales would pass that same protection to the rider. That means every rider is nearly fireproof. Now imagine armor made from a light fury's scales. It could become invisible, camouflage into the sky. The most powerful armor in the entire franchise, and we never even got to see it. Number 8. Cloudjumper might be one of the strongest dragons in the series. Did you know Cloudjumper looks gentle, but he's actually a powerhouse? First, the wings. Cloudjumper has 2 pairs. Only when he needs rapid movement does the second pair unfold, creating an X-shaped structure that makes him one of the most agile dragons alive. His endurance is insane. For 20 years, he partnered with Valka and continuously rescued dragon flocks. He also has explosive speed that lets him evade danger instantly. But the real weapon? His fire breathing. Cloudjumper can breathe massive flames continuously, burning for extended periods, reducing entire ships to ash. And he can precisely control it. Wide area blasts or pinpoint strikes on tiny targets. That level of control is rare. His claws are flexible too, distributed across both wings and legs for a total of 6 claws. When Hiccup was just a baby, Cloudjumper used those claws to play with him. Later, he used them to tear open cages. So, is Cloudjumper one of the strongest dragons? The evidence says yes. Number 9. Valka's secret reveals a bigger theory about Night Furies. Wait, Valka couldn't have only met one Night Fury in her entire life. Think about it. She activates Toothless's alpha mode so easily. She estimates his age just by examining his jaw. She says he might be the last Night Fury, but she says it like she's seen others before. So, here's the theory. Valka may have encountered an ancient Night Fury years ago, possibly even in the Dragon Sanctuary itself. During her 20 years living with dragons, she traveled way more than anyone on Berk ever did. Fans theorize she rescued an elderly Night Fury at some point and learned everything about the species from it. Their age markers, how their spines expand, their plasma blast abilities. Some even think that ancient Night Fury could have been Toothless's mother. If that's true, when Valka first met Toothless, she recognized him as a descendant through his jaw markings and scale patterns, and that's why she knew exactly how to unlock his true power. Number 10. Why Toothless became the leader of all dragons. So Toothless became the leader of the dragon kind, but he has no clan of his own and even suffers from disabilities. How? Sheer strength isn't the answer. The real reason? Toothless lived alongside Hiccup for years. He learned how humans view and solve problems. He understands love and bonds deeper than any other dragon. A solitary dragon, no matter how powerful, has blind spots. But a dragon who carries love, a dragon with bonds, that dragon is unstoppable. Hiccup and Toothless together can overcome dragons 10 times their size. When they fight as one unit, they're unbeatable. Toothless doesn't need to control minds. He leads through loyalty and connection. When Drago tried to control him, Toothless broke free and turned against his master on his own. That's the power of bonds. That's why he became king. And that's it. Which hidden detail blew your mind the most? A crazy Easter egg or a theory that changed everything? Let me know in the comments. If you want the next breakdown, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're uncovering even more